Oh, it's looking for a game to capture again. I hate this thing. Oh, nope, there it goes. No, stop trying to remove the game capture. There it goes. Okay. Okay, so this is probably going to be a shorter stream.
Mm.
Because I'm still kind of, getting used to a new schedule.
Mm.
Okay, let's see. Summoner and Scholar are 37. Um, Bard is 39.
Well,
Paladin is 35. Monk is 41. And Ninja's 37. And Blue Mage is 12.
meh,
Why is your hair so bright pink?
because I wanted to try a different color.
You've gone Super Saiyan Rose.
Is that a good thing? I don't know if that's a good thing.
It's probably the coolest looking Super Saiyan transformation. It does have pink hair on a primarily black palette for his outfit. So like, you know,
Huh.
it
Well,
did
there
look
we
very
go.
cool. What do I want to? I probably want to. Wait, do we have? Yeah, Cutter's Cry is 38. Although I do hate Cutter's Cry, which I hate that it's right next to Sunken Temple of Karn.
Hmm.
So basically, these two don't matter because I still just want to do long stop until you get to Stone Vigil. I literally we found Cutter's Cry specifically so I wouldn't have to do Karn anymore, and then I also hated Cutter's Cry.
I remember that.
Um, yeah, okay, let's just do Ninja. Wait, we're here. Mini Cactpods. Also, I think I accidentally let my giant Cactpod expire.
Whoops.
Uh,
Oh,
well, that is less than ideal. Okay, 2, 7, 4, 8. Okay, that is also, like, the worst. Okay, 2, 6, 4, 7. I 7, 8, 9. I Those are the worst mini Cactpods I've ever seen.
mine weren't too much better.
Long stop.
Don't want to just do a leveling
Well, wait.
dungeon or
If
leveling
I
daily first.
Yeah, yeah, that's what we'll probably have to do. But I don't know. I was just thinking that since Rogue turned into Ninja, I really like doing all the ninja stuff, and in leveling, I probably won't do it.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Oh
Uh,
God, why aren't I a tank?
do you want to be a tank?
What if I? No, it's too late.
I
What have
mean,
I done? I brought this on myself.
it wouldn't let me eat something since I was already in queue. Oh, hey, look, the place where nothing matters.
Ah, they remembered. Oh, they knew about grit. Got it.
I don't have an AOE.
Nope, you have nothing.
I have my basic combo. That's better than I thought I would have.
I am literally just applying bio to everything. Not even to everything, to one thing over and over again.
So AOS is kind of broken in early ARR dungeons, but also you don't have anything else besides AOS.
Yep. It
Oh wait,
sucks.
I can throw a dagger still. I'm an idiot. How dare I forget about the wonders of throwing daggers?
This is why Sastasha sucks, because the moment I say sucks, it's more just like there's really not much to like comment on for it.
Yo, I like this coral. It looks like a brain. I just realized that since you're the tank, we can't skip this room.
I am, in fact, not the tank. But they're skipping the room. They're skipping the room. Come on, buddy.
Please tell me they just go to the end.
Come on, buddy. Oh, shit.
Uh,
They're not just going to the end.
Dang it. We found out so many AR dungeons could just be walked to the end of. And nobody knows it, apparently. Oh.
Wait. Wait, he's still going.
Okay. I mean, bad tank move, but I'll take it. If it means we get to the end. What the... What is happening with my targeting?
I'm doing my best to just hug this guy.
Is there any way to change targeting from cycling to always select the closest thing to you?
I don't know.
Because cycling usually puts things, like, wildly far away from me for no reason. I think it's mostly weird that he kind of did it, but also definitely didn't.
Yeah, like he did like a halfway thing with it.
It was mostly this one. Oh god, there's so many shade seekers here. I can almost one-shot these things with my daggers.
Indeed. Right, don't forget you could stun this idiot. Like that guy, yeah.
See, I got used to the later things where you can't stun them again. So now on the early ones, I forget that I can stun them again.
Shit happens. I don't blame you.
I did use Feint on it at least.
Which is good. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably good that we're not getting to future, say, near future trials or dungeons. Because I remember how distracted you were with Ramu and Leviathan.
Listen, Leviathan just didn't need to play that music in the middle of me trying to figure out how the fight worked.
Oh, don't worry. The next trial will do something very similar.
I have a question. So Madison starts running at a certain health threshold, at a certain percentage.
Yeah.
Do you think it's possible, if you have enough stuns in the party, to stun him before he enters his running state and then burst him down as fast as possible and kill him?
So I can actually answer that question, because this time it's not, although it's not stun case, this time it's damage case. The answer is no.
There's just not enough damage possible at this level to do it.
No. It's that no matter how much damage you do to him, he will always run away.
Well, yes, but the point is stun him before he can go into running away mode.
I do not believe... Okay. I guess more what I'm trying to say with this is that it doesn't matter if you stun him enough times. Whenever he reaches that health... Yeah, he'll just... Or if he doesn't go invulnerable, he'll always get to, like, that health threshold and stay there.
That's boring.
I agree.
Yeah, see, that's skill grit. That's the thing that, for some reason, wasn't working.
That's really funny. And I genuinely don't know why.
I think I just did a front flip randomly.
Yeah, if you jump with your daggers out as a ninja, you front flip.
What the... Okay?
Yeah, you have, you have faster moving speed, and you take less fall damage. And I guess somehow front flipping is how you reduce fall damage. And thus you have discovered the joy of ninja.
Front flipping when you jump.
Yep. It's a simple joy, but it's a great joy nonetheless.
Well, it's certainly not using any kind of magic or anything, because I don't have any anymore.
You know.
This dungeon took it away from me.
And that's why people hate seeing pretty much anything under level 40 in leveling roulette.
Yeah, I was about to say that, like, I really like, what's it called? Oh, what's the one I really like? The Arm Veil, but that is actually above 40 still.
Yeah, it's about 40. Well, because, like, you really about, like, when you hit 40, your class actually has shit it can do. Is really why I say 40.
As opposed to playing Sage at level 15.
Well, Sage at level 15 is just... Sage at level 15 is sad, but it's also really fucking powerful because the game is not intended... So, you know, the game doesn't scale abilities down.
Yeah.
Right. You don't keep your stuff.
That's why White Mage is busted for playing... Well, oh, they attracted everything.
I know.
Because...
Yeah, they haven't.
Oh, because White Mage has Glare and Dia.
Yep.
Because each of their basic spells has like 7 upgrades to it.
Yep.
So like level 15, you can be casting in-game spells because it's upgrades of spells they got at like level 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing with like Sage and Dancer, or like any of the classes this is really introduced after Heavensward in this kind of content, is that
they never really had weak versions of the spells.
Like yes, Sage does get an upgrade for their offensive spell and their dot version of their spell, but it's not like that much of an upgrade in terms of like this kind of level of content. It's definitely like noticeable, but it's also a case of just, well, fuck it.
Technically, a limit break is a dot.
Yes, we've been over this.
Can we find something that isn't a dot?
No. Everything is a dot. Doing mechanics is a dot.
Is ignoring mechanics a dot?
Depends on how critical the mechanic is. Hey, speaking of limit break, do it.
Yeah, I know. I'm already doing it.
Okay.
Slash. Yay, I leveled up. Oh, I got Death Blossom.
Hey, you have an AoE attack now.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, you have a GCT AoE attack.
What level am I right now?
39, apparently.
It feels weird having an AoE only at 39 after everything. I'm gonna put this where Hide used to be. Actually, no, I'm putting this where Shade Shift used to be, and then putting Shade Shift where Hide used to be, and then putting Hide somewhere where I'll never have to think about it.
Understandable.
Okay, so what's this? Ah, I see. That looks like... Okay, I need to point out something.
Yeah.
This doesn't look like I'm throwing knives. This looks like I'm dropping knives. I mean... It does not have impact to it, really. It's like, oh no, I lost my knives.
You're not wrong. I'm not going to disagree with that.
Do I get a combo off of this at some point?
Yes, I believe it's in Heavensward in the 50s. It's like Hawk something?
I get Assassinate and Shikuchi soon.
Hakama Mujin Satsu, I think that's how it's said.
Hake?
Hake, that one. Hake. I thought there was a U in there for some reason.
Extends? Extends Huton duration by 10 seconds to a maximum of 60. Huton?
Huton is a buff you will get when you get Jin that increases your skill speed. Go all the way to the bottom.
What combo is it?
I believe it's Jinchi 10. Hold on.
What the hell does that mean? Jin Chi 10. Okay, so Human Earth Heaven. Okay.
Yes.
I hate the fact that I can only really remember them by their like translated names. Because they're never going to tell me them in their translated names when I'm looking at things. Goka Mekyaku. Chi 10 or Jin 10? Wait, what? Goka
That's so.
Is that
level 50?
Is that an upgraded yeah, that's an upgraded
Sort
Katon.
of. Sort of.
I
When you
mean-
get level 50,
I mean, it
when you get
replaces
level,
it.
it'll replace it when you use Kasatsu, which you get at level 50, which gives you a free use of any ninjutsu. Using Katon
Oh,
or
under the effect.
or-
Okay, under the effect of Kazatsu.
using Katon or I believe Hyoton under the effect of Kasatsu will give you either Goka Mekyaku or Hyoshiranryu.
Ninja is weird. That one run through Karn where Grit wasn't working for some reason, so I, as a bard, kept randomly drawing aggro. We had a ninja who was basically playing ninja for the first time. And me and the tank had to explain how ninja worked.
It's definitely the most different of the DPS.
I like it.
It's fun. You have to think a little bit.
So obviously, the way to play through the story right now is Red Mage, because I really know how Red Mage works.
I mean, yeah.
Actually,
I
do
won't
I
stop
have...
you.
No, I don't have any upgraded gear. Oh, the red set is actually, like, really good.
No, the red set is like the equivalent of like gear you can just buy for level 50 stuff when you get into Ishgard.
Does this class have AoEs? What was
Yes.
that? That was accelerated.
Ver Arrow 2 and Ver Thunder 2.
Oh, is that the only time you use the two versions?
Yeah, the two versions are AoEs.
Wait, what does that remind
Oh,
me of?
and then not Scorch, Impact is, I think it's Impact.
Scatter?
Scatter. I couldn't remember if it was Scatter or Impact. Is your dual cast AoE.
What does this remind me of? Oh, this is Black Mage.
Yeah, just not a dot.
Everything's a dot. We just had this conversation.
Not a traditional dot.
We just had this conversation.
I know we fucking did.
You're the one who yelled at me when I said something wasn't a dot.
I know. I just said it without thinking.
Listen, Verstone is in fact a dot.
Yes.
Can only be executed when Verstone already is active.
50% chance from casting Ver Arrow, or if you use Accelerate, it's guaranteed.
Yeah, I know. Do I get a Verstone 2 and a Verfire 2?
I believe so. They may actually hold on. Let me just fucking check.
I get a Ver
no.
Arrow 3 and a Ver Thunder 3.
Yeah,
Verholy. Is Verholy as broken as it sounds?
Not quite. Because the thing with Verflare and Verholy is that they're combo enders when you use your empowered physical attacks.
Oh, there is a Verflare too.
Yeah.
Increases black.
So like.
Oh, so okay, so it's just the black and white sides of my bar.
Yeah.
Chance to become.
And there. Okay.
Chance to become if white mana was higher than black mana, so it helps. It's specifically made to balance them again.
Yep. And then Verholy is the same, but for stone ready if black mana is higher than white mana.
Is there any requirement to casting these?
They are your combo finishers to when you use your your powered melee combo. So, like you see Enchanted Riposte, or Swochow and Redoublement.
Well, I have normal riposte.
Right. When you get 50 gauge, and I say 50 gauge because you need 50 gauge in order to use all 3 hits of your empowered combo.
Oh,
Uh,
enchanted. Oh,
yeah, because
I
that.
forgot the enchanted versions existed.
Oops. Yeah, your enchanted versions are what, like, are what your payoff are for balancing your white and black mana.
Oh, I think I was accidentally using them and I didn't realize that they changed because you said it's 50% they activate?
Yeah, it's 50-50.
Okay, yeah, I think I was going to that anyways, just off of habit. I think I might have remembered that that's what you're supposed to go to, and I just didn't remember
Mhm.
why. Enchanted Moulinette.
AoE.
Enchanted Reprise.
That's just you don't have time to cast, like, you need to be moving, and you're not gonna have the time to cast something to get your dual cast off, but it's just something you throw out.
Is Scorch just an AoE Scathe?
Well, kind of. It's also like your other combo ender, because you get it
It's
after
a
you.
combo after Verflare and Verholy.
Yep, and then Resolution is another combo after Scorch.
I hate this class.
It
This is the best class ever, but I hate it.
it it definitely doesn't change a whole ton as it levels up. You get new combo enders, but that's really kind of it.
I can't even use displacement on a friendly thing. Wait, does
I
it
know
do?
it sucks. It
Oh,
does do damage,
oh
yes.
yeah, it does do that. That's why. Why does it do damage?
Uh, because it just does.
Okay, but the class that's about jumping doesn't when it jumps back.
Yeah, because you're not throwing your spear at it. For displacement, you actually like throw out a little like X of magic at your opponent
Yeah, you like
at your
slice as you
target.
jump back.
Yeah, you get a backflip, but sexy.
I should I should make a D&D archetype that you can attack without your proficiency bonus when you use the disengage action.
Is that not a thing?
No, because
Genuinely, is that not a thing?
actually, technically, well, I guess technically you can if you use if you bonus action attack with a, I think. Wait, oh god, I'm trying to remember. I've been playing Baldur's Gate too much to remember actual D&D rules. Um, I think you can only do an attack as a bonus action if it's with an offhand weapon,
That would make sense.
which already doesn't get your proficiency bonus. So actually, I might just be describing a rule that is possible just with a mix of 3 other rules.
Right. I just like I'd be genuinely surprised if that like wasn't already a thing.
So the point
Because
is
like
that like so disengaging so you don't get opportunity attacks is is an action, and usually your attacks are actions, but you can't attack as a bonus action, which I'm pretty sure is for offhand fighting. I don't know if you can attack. Well, actually, wait. I'm trying to think. Does I think you can attack as a bonus action with with one of the battle master maneuvers.
let's look at Battle Master maneuvers. Well, you do whatever it is you're gonna do,
Yeah,
assuming
you
that
know.
you're gonna do something.
I think that
Uh,
I think that one of the battle master maneuvers is. I think it might actually be the exact same thing. Attack as a bonus action without your proficiency. I think the D&D's already solved my problem for me.
I would honestly, I wouldn't be surprised with just how much there is.
See, it's really funny because, it's kind of a joke in D&D that fighting with 2 weapons is kind of pointless because it sucks. But apparently the one thing I thought of is every single thing that offhand fighting does. Because the thing is that offhand fighting, So it lets you attack as a bonus action, but the thing is that anybody who uses it probably has extra attacks, and extra attacks don't work on bonus action. So basically, if you're fighting with 2 weapons, you attack like 4 times a turn with your main hand weapon, which is your good attack anyways, and then you just get 1 extra little piddly attack
Little.
as a and you can't have a shield, so you're down 2 AC for that 1 attack.
Which, I mean, cool, but kind of impractical. Okay, there is a thing that is a bonus action where you have to be using a thrown weapon, and that's part of the. And that's an attack you can do with quick toss as a maneuver.
That's
And if you hit, you add the superiority die to the weapon's damage roll.
is quick toss a standard thing? That doesn't sound familiar to me.
It might not be. I'm just looking at a universal list of Battle Master maneuvers.
That sounds like it's an Unearthed Arcana thing. I don't think that's in the player's handbook.
I don't think it is either, but I'll be real.
I mean, I like it.
Fuck it.
I mean, it's a good reason to hold a dagger.
Mm-hmm. And that's something that I'll be honest does kind of bother me a bit with how outside of all the other shit that WotC has done with 5th edition, is that like with Unearthed Arcana stuff, it's like I get that you guys are trying to make like relatively balanced content, but then it's just like, oh, we're gonna make stuff relatively balanced, but then we're also going to gut it for official release stuff. Or at least that's how it like feels sometimes. Or like, well, they'll have a really cool idea, like, you know, Phoenix Bloodline, and then they won't, and then they'll just like turn it into a spell.
My guts.
They'll turn like their main.
My. I was just gonna say my guts cosplay is 1 step closer to completion with being able to throw a dagger as a bonus action.
But yeah, I'm not. You passed it by, yeah. I'm not huge on how WotC has handled a lot of
Anything.
Unearthed Arcana stuff.
I mean,
even just like over the years, or just anything in general, really. But like over the years with like Unearthed Arcana stuff, I get that like it's supposed to be like kind of a testing ground, more or less.
oh yeah, it's like very specifically like they expect it to change a lot because they just put it out there and then they get like a bunch of like feedback from people who try to use it, and then they balance it off of that. Which
is fine.
Which usually things in Unearthed Arcana are very, very overpowered.
Mm. And then there's the Phoenix Bloodline, which was really underpowered. But oh well.
I'm trying to remember. I feel like I remember somebody playing with the Phoenix Bloodline and it was fine.
I did too at one point, and it was okay. But then they just took the like level 1 feature of it and just made it, what was it, Mantle of Flame?
Oh wait, actually, I might be thinking of a Celestial Sorcerer.
That also would
because that would
be it.
Because that was also UA, and I think is flavored kind of similar.
I would not be surprised. But yeah, that's my little rant, I guess.
The answer is play a Paladin.
Yes.
I want to talk to Yozan. Yozan, are you a Paladin?
I don't think so. Those are kind of tied to old here.
Take the Paladin back for the people.
Also, is a child.
Well, yeah, but he wants to grow up to be an adventurer. I think he'd be a Paladin. I think he would steal the secrets of Paladin for himself. Look, it's Miss Lucia. She's back from her adventures.
You know, I respect the fuck out of that, honestly.
I think it'd be cool. We heard you're fighting off primals, and there's there's some of the strongest enemies you could ever face. I wish I could have seen you in battle. Anyway, we all want to be heroes too, so we finally formed our own Doman's Adventurers Guild to protect all of the Domans. Do you think you could train us to him, Miss Lucia? Maybe you could show us how you fought the primals. What's all this commotion then? Oh, it's this guy. Mr. Boulder and Mr. Coltonet, did you know that Miss Lucia's back? So it would seem. Welcome home, Lucia. My companion and I but recently became full members of the Scions. I believe proper introductions have yet to be made. I am known as Hoary Boulder, and this bookish fellow is Coltonet. Though we remain largely unproven as adventurers, we've taken upon ourselves to instruct the Doman younglings in the arts of combat. I told you, Mr. Boulder, we are not younglings anymore. We are adventurers. And we were just asking Miss Lucy if she'd give us some special training. I think we're ready to hunt monsters alongside her, don't you? Well, you've certainly been diligent with your drills, but I'm afraid the fiends of Mordona are still ever so slightly too dangerous for you. I have a counter proposal. What if I were to cross swords with Lucia? A demonstration of skills at arms, if you will. Hori, if I didn't know better, and I do, I'd say you're merely seeking to test yourself against a legend. well, mayhaps I am. But what matters the motive when the children stand to learn so much from the lesson? What say you, Lucy? Would you consent to spar with me? Nod. I forgot my staff is a face. Hurrah! We're to have a tournament. Come on, everyone. We must prepare our gear for an outing. Oh, last disconnected. Discord has been broken for a couple weeks now. Do try not to disappoint them. Have faith, Coltonot. I shall summon every last ounce of strength to make of this a worthy contest. I don't think that's words. To make of this a worthy contest. The fields to the east of town should prove suitable for our purpose. I very much look forward to our bout.
What the fuck?
Hello.
Oh, okay, there we go.
What happened?
Discord was just... I just decided to fuck around with Discord settings a little bit and fuck things up. That's what happened.
Why would you ever mess with Discord settings?
I don't fucking know.
Look at it. Such a stupid, creepy face.
It's so dumb. It's so silly. But it's so good.
A duel, you say? I've trained for this day against many a buffalo.
I believe this is a single-player instance, so have fun.
Bye. It's really hard farming buffalo meat. It's so hard. Jerked beef. Jerked beef number 2.
Oh, yeah, no, that is a, that is, in fact, an instance. Have fun.
Yeah. 'Twas good of you to agree to this, Twas good of you to agree to this, Lucia. I trust you're ready to begin. Okay. Watch this guy kick my ass.
Would be funny.
Very well. Let's not keep the younglings waiting any longer. Ahem. Hori, are you certain you wish to fight her alone? That is Lucia you face. What better way to test my mettle? Pray allow me to attempt the first round unaided. After all, 'twas this hero's legend that led me to join the Scions to begin with. Without Lucia to inspire my efforts, I would not be half the warrior I am today. Your point is well made, but remember, this is for the children's sake as well as your own. Should it appear the contest will end too swiftly, I shall add my spells to your blade work. Oh, God. Hey, I chose Samurai for a duel.
You chose a class that technically doesn't exist yet for a duel.
Hello, you haven't begun yet, have you? Ah, it's Ida. Oh, and Thancred. And 2 other nobodies.
Who the fuck are these other 2? Who cares?
I don't know, they're just wearing blue, and one of them has a spear, I think.
They're not important.
Oh, Ida, what? Who are all these people? See, this guy doesn't know either. When I heard about your sparring match, I told everyone I could find. Thought you could use a crowd to cheer you on. Yes, and there are still more to come. When I mentioned Lucia's name, the reaction was quite enthusiastic. Why, by my... Why, my own popularity seems, but a sickly shade in comparison. You best claim victory, bringer of light. Your burgeoning reputation is at stake. Well, our teacher won't be beaten so easily. He's a master swordsman. You can win, Mr. Boulder.
Cory Boulder's pretty neat. I like the guy.
Did you say master of the blade? We shall soon see. On your guard. I can.
Hey,
your
kinds of blades weren't in this game yet. You're cheating.
He's dead. Why does he have a little cut-in face?
So fun fact, those were added in Endwalker.
Why am I just seeing them now?
Because this is the first time that, like, it's been relevant, if I'm gonna be real.
Okay. Just people shouting from the sidelines. Hey, you. Bad. I'm gonna murder this man.
No, he is a scion. You probably don't want to murder him.
He's dead.
Well.
Oh. There's Setsugeka! Okay, I one-shot him.
Yeah, you know.
I one-shot Hori Boulder with Madara Setsugeka. I'm just standing here crossing my arms. Oh, he's back. Hey, buddy. Oh, whoops, that was the wrong one. Is this one the DOT?
Yes, Higamon is the dot. Traditional dot.
Well, he's dead.
Unfortunate.
I was kind of worried because this class was only 50 and other things have been kind of mean to me at level 50 recently.
But also, for what it's worth, you're about, I want to say, like 20 item level over what the cap was for this patch.
I don't know what item level means.
It's basically just
I'm
hey,
not a nerd.
It's basically just, hey, you have item levels. Basically just
It's
how many stats you have. Yeah.
What do you mean? How am I losing? I one-shot him in the second round.
Shh.
Shion, what the world are you talking about? You have bested me. I yield.
What, Shion? Paying attention so it didn't happen.
You weren't paying attention, so it didn't happen. What do you mean it didn't happen? You're the one that accused me of losing. What does that mean? That was incredible. She beat them both at the same time. I really have to say, Madara Setsugeka does a ridiculous amount of damage.
You really what?
The full like thingy. Okay, Shion, great.
This is Discord just being dumb and not just picking up your voice. Let me do.
The full Madara Setsugeka does so much damage. It's like ridiculous. I think that is Discord broken. I think she broke it. Okay. I knew you couldn't lose something. Now I see why they sent you to deal with the primals. I've much work to do if I'm ever to attempt the same. I feel like people forget that we can only deal with primals because we're lucky.
That's the best way to put it. Yeah, you rolled really well on the lottery of fortune.
We are already tempered by Heidelin.
Pretty
Basically.
much.
Impressive as always, Lucia. It is a pleasure to witness the spectacle of your martial prowess. And judging by the smiles on these many faces, they too appreciate the hard-won strength that keeps the perils of the realm at bay. Guardian of Eorzea. Yes, that is a most fitting title. Do you recall when first we met? 'Twas the memorial service for the Battle of Cartano. At the time, I was yet attempting to understand this land of Eorzea. I sought to grasp the reason why Grandfather willingly sacrificed himself to protect it. I shall speak plainly. My initial impressions were less than favorable. Dire problems abound, and yet the effort I saw expended towards their solution was haphazard and half-hearted. I thought Eorzeans a foolish and childish people. Considering the shambles their home was in, I would not have been surprised if some had chosen to swear allegiance to Gaius and the order he proposed to enforce. The Legatus' single-minded single-minded the invasion precluded any such switching of loyalties, of course. Shion has a crush on Alfie now. Were it not for a desire to continue grandfather's legacy, I would have abandoned the realm to its fate long ago. The threats were too many, the nation's too self-involved and unstable. 'Twas you who convinced me the salvation of Eorzea was possible. 'Twas you who taught me through countless acts of bravery that my grandsire? Is that a word?
It is a word.
Sought
It's them trying to be fancy.
Sought to preserve was not the land, nor its history, nor any single nation.
The dead-eyed stare of a woman who's had to fight gods and won.
It was the people, these wonderful, often infuriating, stubborn people that suffer blow after terrible blow, only to drag themselves back to their feet and face another day. Though he never put such feelings into words, I believe Grandfather's admiration for this inextinguishable courage grew into a fervent wish. A wish to aid Eorzea and its inhabitants in charting a course for the future. A wish that has now become my own. I too will endeavor to take up the mantle of Guardian of Eorzea, and champion these people who toil towards a better world.
You can certainly try, Alfie.
Our cause, however, is not a simple one. The troubles that plague us are of a scale that cannot be solved by the science of the Seventh Dawn alone. No, what is needed to tackle the root of the primal threat and effectively counter the schemes of the Ascians is a new, expanded organization that operates beyond the limitations of nations and borders.
He's not wrong.
I mean, yeah. If you would aid me in building such an organization, then pray let us continue this discussion back within the walls of the Rising Stones. Hey guys, I know we just figured the Scion stuff out, but we're gonna make a better Scions.
Well, also to be fair, Scions are not exclusively, but pretty much exclusively students from Charlian.
Yeah, you know. I still barely know what that means.
It basically means that they're students from a pompous, rich place that doesn't really give a shit about any place other than themselves.
So, Alfino for the first half of the story?
Yes.
And Alice for like 9/10 of the story?
You know, for when she's here.
Wait, what did I do there? Oh, since it's a cone, I need to target.
Mm.
Why do cones need to target but circles don't?
That's what I want to fucking know. And you know, and you want to know how they answer that problem? They remove cones that aren't Tekker Goken. Wait, no, they even removed Tekker Goken's and cone. Oh, I forgot about that. Because now it's just an area around you.
Phase is a cone.
Okay, that's not Blue Mage, because not even the devs care about Blue Mage that much.
I hate devs. They're not nice to me in my Blue Mage. There was something else that was a cone. What was it?
Overpower was a cone at one point in time.
Is one of the monk AoEs a cone?
No monk AoE has been a cone.
No, it wasn't Paladin. What in the world was a cone? I remember there was a cone recently. Bard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Quick Knock is a cone.
I forgot about that one. Uh, there was a .48, which I think was for the summer event. Where you get to be a Sentai Ranger.
A hentai ranger?
Sentai, like Power Rangers.
Uh, it's like that thing.
Super Sentai.
It's like that thing from Pokemon. I'm sure I'm getting at something, but I don't know what it is. I remember there was some kind. I remember there was some kind of Sentai Ranger in Pokemon. I forget what season it was, but I remember there was like a group of people that were dumb, like Power
No,
Ranger team.
no, you're right. I know you're right, but I can't fucking think of them.
I literally could not. I know it wasn't in Kanto, but besides that, I literally don't know.
I, mm,
I feel like it might have been later. Maybe it was Black and White. No, it
Maybe it
feels
was
like it might have been
Black and
earlier than that. But
I
no, I don't think it was. I literally can't place it. I just know it happened at some point.
I
Hell
have
if you know.
no idea.
Nice. I think my favorite animation is Gecko.
Oh yeah, that one's pretty good.
The moon is really pretty. Thank you for coming, Lucy.
Right.
The world shifts and alters, and we, my friend, must ever be one to step ahead of the chaos. What I propose is the formation of a new organization, a group that shall pave the way for a truly united Eorzea.
I think I hear your fan in the background, by the way.
I can't do anything about it.
That's okay.
Event's already closed. It's my curse to live with.
Alas.
Skill speed or determination? Skill speed?
Either or.
Okay.
It doesn't super matter at this point.
Be nice to me and my materia.
I am. I could say that your materia doesn't matter ever. But...
I've seen what the level 7 material looks like, and it's wild.
Oh, it's so fucking funny just how quickly materia gets out of control. And by out of control, I mean, like, do you want plus 36 to a stat?
No, I mean, like, the way that the icon looks.
Oh, yeah, no, they get fucking crazy.
It's, like, covered in, like, filigree and stuff. It looks really pretty.
Yep. It's great.
Pray forgive me if I tread over old ground, but I would first speak of the grand plan. Since the advent of the What?
Your forgiveness is not given.
Considering that he's about to tell me that he wants to make an organization for the third time in 10 minutes, I think he can stop repeating himself.
Exactly.
Since the advent of the Seventh Astral Era, the leaders of the three nations have been deliberating over an accord that seeks to bring the disparate forces of Eorzea together into a single entity. A realm-wide grand company, if you will. The military might of such an institution would be drawn from every corner of the land and directed against threats no single nation could hope to overcome alone. Yet, while the purpose of this hypothetical organization is undisputed, the logistics of its formation have become the source of endless debate. And he's so short.
Yes.
And the longer these discussions continue, the more I sense the impetus towards unification draining away. Thus, I have been campaigning for the creation of what might be considered a trial company. It'll be on a much smaller scale than what we had hoped to, or than what we hope to eventually achieve, but capable of the same manner of unrestricted operation accorded to the Scions. 'Tis my hope that the successful utilization of such a force will lend momentum to the lagging deliberations. Also, being a primarily military outfit, I mean to assuage fears of its misuse by placing the fledgling organization under the authority of the Antecedent. The Scions work tirelessly to protect Eorzea and its people. But as you yourself have witnessed with the refugee revolt, there are limitations to what even we can achieve.
There's only so much a group like one that just came out of the shadows can do, really.
Do you think if the Illuminati came out and were like, hey, we've been here the whole time and here's all the proof about everything we've been doing, do you think anybody would care?
No.
Not
in this day and age.
I really don't think anybody would care. With this new company under the Scion's command, however, we will be capable of responding to a wider range of difficulties without straining our resources or overtaxing your formidable talents. Is it just me, or would people be really suspicious that we're just making another powerful organization that's literally just under our control again?
I think people would be very suspicious.
I feel like immediately people would be like, "This is a coup, right? This counts as you trying to overthrow everything, right?"
One would think.
I feel like there have to be at least a couple people that aren't okay with us being in charge of the Scions and a 3 nationwide military operation.
Yeah, it'd be questionable to say the least.
I feel like if they allow this, that's just like they are literally just giving us a button that says, "Oh, hey, we own everything now." The second that we feel like we want to.
You're not wrong.
The goals of my proposed organization and those of the Scions are ultimately identical. A point conceded by all concerned. See, that's it again. Why not just make the Scions stronger if you're doing that?
Well, technically speaking, they would be under Minfilia's direct orders.
Like the Scions.
Yeah. Again, kind of the issue with it is that, basically to be a Scion, you have to have gotten, Charlie in education.
Just say you don't need that anymore. Just say oh yeah, you don't need to be that to be a Scion. You just need to be part
Tell
of the
that
group.
to this dumbass.
Can I go fight Bahamut now?
No.
Listen, Alfino, I know you have a lot of stuff to think about. Can I just go fight Bahamut with your sister now?
No, that's illegal. Although this was the patch, I think, where more of the coils of Bahamut were introduced, so.
Oh, fun. The goals of my proposed organization and those all concerned. I read that one. But before I can move forward with establishing this precursor of the true border-spanning grand company, 'tis yet necessary that I visit the 3 leaders to gain their official approval. A tiresome and time-consuming task, which is why I would ask that you accompany me on the journey, and attend to the business of recruiting our inaugural members while I'm otherwise engaged with bureaucratic formalities.
In other words,
he's just okay, so you know how a kid on a car ride needs a Game Boy to keep himself entertained?
yes.
I think Alfino's just treating me like a Game Boy.
Yes.
Why am I going with him?
Because he wants you to he wants you to recruit people for the new grand company. He's definitely not doing this because he doesn't want to do it himself. No, absolutely not. What? No.
Also, this is just the being ambassador at level 15 thing again.
Yes.
Of course, you're gonna nod against my wishes. How dare you? Thank you. 'Tis reassuring indeed to know that the Bringer of Light and her discerning eye will be selecting our future allies. So why am I the Bringer of Light instead of the Warrior of Light now?
They're interchangeable. And for reference, you're Bringer of Light and Warrior of Light at the same time.
I feel like they used Warrior of Light exclusively until the last couple conversations, and now they're exclusively using Bringer of Light.
Fuck if I know.
Was that a translation thing, between patches?
That would be my guess, because they almost immediately go right back to using Warrior of Light.
I feel like they might have gotten somebody else to translate these couple of patches, and that's why they say Bringer of Light instead. Our first destination will be Limsa Liminsa. Let us rendezvous at Bulwark Hall.
Also, Shion, he doesn't just think he's smarter than everybody else in the room. He knows he's smarter than everyone else in the room. And that makes him fucking insufferable.
I mean, I hate the fact that he's not really wrong because he is an Arcanist, and that's kind of their thing.
Mm-hmm.
They know how to draw math shapes.
They know how to, that's not wrong. Not the wrong way to put it.
Wait, that's geometry. That's the word for that thing. Did you know that if you're good enough at geometry, you just do magic?
Makes sense. I mean, fucking most geometrists were basically fucking wizards when when say in ancient Greece. Hi Archimedes, how are you?
My middle school. Wait, no, my sophomore year geometry teacher said I was his favorite student and that I had a very good mind for geometry.
I believe it.
I don't.
No, see, I say I believe it because knowing how you are now, I could definitely see you as like a teenager, definitely being like actually having like a really good mind for like how to like do that kind of math.
The thing is that so I sucked in that class. I think I got like a low C, um, but that's just because I never did like any like homework.
Right.
According to him, I just kind of intuitively understood geometric concepts that other kids sometimes had to have like very long in-depth conversations about to understand.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Well, geometry's hard. Unironically, geometry is a hard math.
I think the first time that he mentioned it was when uh he gave us like space and he said like this rectangle is a garden. Somebody wants to build a 2 foot wide path all the way around it. Um and uh you had to calculate the space that path takes up.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, out of like 30 kids in the class, only 3 of them realized that that's all 4 sides, as opposed to just two of as opposed to just two of the 4 sides.
Oh,
Um, and yeah, just like stuff like that. Apparently, like I just immediately got, which like
mm-hmm.
as of now doesn't seem that important, but apparently for a sophomore it kind of is.
I mean, for a sophomore, that shit's important because they want you to do good on your fucking uh tests and shit.
Yeah, I think I don't think I got below a 95 on a test in geometry. I just never. I literally did like maybe 2 homework assignments the entire year.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, there you are. I'm ready to ascend the bridge and speak with Admiral Bluffiswin. Well, the Admiral and I are finalizing promissory boundaries and signing parchments. I'll have you begin the recruitment process in earnest. I have, of course, endeavored to spread the word of our organization through various channels, but I believe a personal approach will reach many who may otherwise remain ignorant of the opportunity.
All right. Well, you do this. I'll go take care of other stuff.
Okay. As for potential members, 'tis of no matter should they already be pledged to another institution, only that they are willing to lend their strength when the situation demands it. And you needn't range into the countryside. The upper decks alone are populated with sufficient candidates to suit our purpose. Once you're
Okay, no, what
satisfied,
the fuck?
once you're satisfied with your recruiting efforts, meet me at the airship ticket counter. We might prepare for the next leg of our journey. I mean,
No. What the fuck?
why can't I ask the guy out in the woods who keeps saying that he was part of the company of heroes? I feel like you'd love to do this.
Hey, for real?
I could ask these two. I could ask Nadalika and Natanmo. They're like secret agents. That is legitimately what they are.
No, I believe it. I just don't remember it.
I forget what storyline it is. I don't know if you have to start in Limsa. But somebody tells you essentially that like the reason they stand there like talking to people all day is very specifically so they just notice everything that's going on in the city,
That would make sense.
and they report to I think they just report to the Yellow Jackets essentially like, hey, some shit's going down, go fix it.
Yeah, that would make sense.
It's the upper decks, right?
Yes, the upper decks.
Well, yeah, I think you have to start in Limsa because I think it's part of that quest line where like there's a bunch of like oregano on the floor and you have to pick it up, and like the implication is that it might be drugs, and then they laugh at you for taking it so seriously.
Mm-hmm.
It's like some merchant just like dropped some stuff, and you're like, oh no, I need to report this. It might be drugs.
It's like, yeah, drugs. Yeah, good work, buddy. All right, so we're just, you know that they weren't really jokes at all, right? They're just, I think they're double now. Oh no,
Listen, the
there's a,
Limsa quest line is really funny.
oh, Libs a quest line. It's great.
Um, an organization with the freedom to operate with territorial impunity? I must say, your proposal intrigues me. But the Krakens well know that there is a time to act and a time to watch, and I'm afraid this trial company of yours falls into the latter category. Okay, then, jerk.
You know, I'm gonna give him some credit. Dude's a pirate. Dude knows, how to be relatively smart
Get the fake
with
hero and the two spies. We're done. Like literally, it's just that's all we need.
You're not wrong.
Master Alfino's new organization? Yes, I had heard the formation of his trial company was in the offering. 'Tis with regret, however, I must decline your invitation. As commander of the Yellow Jackets, the protection of Limsa Lominsa must needs receive my full attention. Well,
Yeah, that one's pretty fair.
but isn't the point of it that, like, everybody who's a part of this just jumps in if the entire continent's in danger? So,
Yes,
like, in that case, that
but-
would be working in Limsa's best interests? Like, besides that, they literally don't need to do anything?
Well, yes, but you're all. I will say, I think you're approaching this. Actually, I don't know. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
I'm approaching this from how Alfino said it's gonna work.
You know.
I lost. Have I just never listened to the Limsa music? That was amazing.
Probably not.
I just heard trumpets start blaring. I was like, what?
Oh yeah. Just like trumpets and bagpipes and a bunch of other like kind of funky choices for instruments.
I You just reminded me. I heard the funniest insult I have ever heard before.
Mm-hmm.
It was talking about a character, and somebody said he looks like when he moves he makes bagpipe sounds.
I like that. That's a good insult.
Well, if it ain't Lucia, I'd not forget the venture brave enough or daft enough to seek a shortcut in Titan's bedchamber. You remember old Rail, don't you? Formerly a company heroes, 3 whistles of Bronze Lake. I can't. I ain't often, it ain't often I drag my arse out to Limsa for a drink. But I'm glad you did. How fair you these fucking hell. You're looking to put together a new crew? Top tier work? Ha! Sounds like a right lark it does. Alright, lass, count me in. Heroes might have gone their separate ways, but I ain't ready to climb into my grave just yet. I'll be real, I'm surprised somebody said yes. I thought I was gonna have to go back to Alfredo and be like, hey, everybody hates you.
Now.
Dude, I don't
Not
know what...
everybody hates this idea.
Dude, I don't know what to say. Everybody hates you personally.
would not be too surprising, honestly.
Am I talking? I'm talking to the... Why am I talking to the guildmaster of the armorers?
Well, hey, maybe we need a good armorer for all like supplying people with weapons and stuff. So that way, hey, we can the armor weaponry. Words, English.
I'm like level 43 or something. I'm probably already better than her.
Almost.
A precursor to a United Arisen Green Company? Well, I do admire the scope of your ambition. My responsibilities here at Naldic and Vermelis keep me close to the forge. I have not the time to be traipsing hither and yon across the realm. Should you require my skills as an armorer, however, I might be willing to accept some special commissions. I'm pretty sure that most people who are teaching crafting start saying that you're like doing things better than they could at like 45. Which is usually
Probably.
why they choose you for the level 50 quest.
Probably. I don't remember the 45 dialogue at all for any of them. So,
Well, except for Beaton. Beaton lets you do the level 50 quest, I'm assuming, because he's in a depressive spiral for the 17th time.
you know.
Speaking of which,
Still need to make him that bow, huh?
Captain Gearhart is still sitting out in the woods with no bow.
Look,
I have passed
look,
I have passed by him crouched in the woods several times.
look.
He's
If he's
just
been,
he's just sitting there waiting for the bow.
look, if he's made it this long without one, he can make it just a little while longer without. He can basically last indefinitely without one. He'll be fine.
It has been months he's been sitting in the woods. I think Beaton thinks that his husband is dead.
I do too. Poor bastard.
I haven't talked to Beaton either. I think that he thinks I'm so ashamed that I let Gearhart die that I don't want to show my face. Like a month from now, I'm gonna show up with Gearhart and be like, "Hey, Beaton, we did it." It's like, what? What? We already had the funeral.
Well, you can cancel the funeral now.
How do you cancel a funeral you've already had?
You can cancel the funeral now. Yay!
Who in the bloody hell do you think you're talking to, Drylander? I'm a pirate, not some sodden knight in shining plate. If you're looking for self-righteous fop cred, knock it on Danny Cavillion's door. I already did. He hated me too. Well, sorry, Alpha. No, I got one guy. Wait,
And I mean,
this guy?
what's up?
Am I just putting the Company of Heroes back together?
More or less.
God damn it!
Now that you kind of say it,
God damn it!
put it like that's kind of what you're doing. You're making like a Company of Heroes 2.0.
That's literally what I'm doing. The only person who said yes was the guy from the Company of Heroes who happened to be here. Oh, where's the airship? Is the airship this way? Where am I? Yes, it is. Can't believe they would do this to me. I've dealt with the Company of Heroes enough, and I haven't even dealt with them as much as most people have. How many quests did they cut out of that quest line? Like 30?
At least.
My 2-liter bottle of soda is empty.
I should get water after this dungeon run.
Just have stacks of 2-liter bottles of soda on your desk. That's what I do.
No. Because, Evie, she will jump on here and be like, ooh, what's this? Bop.
Exactly, and she'll drink the soda and she'll feel better. Did you
I do not
know?
want
Did you know that cats that drink 3 gallons of soda a day have increased IQ?
I'm not. I'm just not.
Technically, if we're being technical here, sorry, Alfie, no, give me a moment. If we're being technical here, that's not wrong.
No, but it's not right either.
Because assuming that a cat drank 3 gallons of soda, the ones that tried and didn't manage to drink the 3 gallons of soda are dead. So they have 0 IQ. So the ones that managed to drink 3 gallons are the only ones that are left alive. So they are the ones that have higher IQ. Did I solve the math problem?
I'm not answering your question.
Lucy, your recruiting went well, I trust. I'm curious as to how my proposal was received by the rough and ready folk of Linslamansa. Ah, a member of the legendary Company of Heroes indicated his interest? Astonishing. I knew enlisting your aid was the right choice. Few could boast the acquaintance of such an elusive character. I, too, was successful in my task. The Admiral consented to sign all the documents requiring her approval. I can only hope that my visit with the Elder Seats here proceeds as smoothly. Pray continue to Gridania at your own pace. I shall await you at Nofika's altar. Who's Nofika again? Is she one of the 12?
Yes, she is the goddess of the harvest.
Boring. I follow Minfina.
Hey, she's in the same alliance rate as Nafika.
Great.
And is also the final boss, so she gets the unique theme.
Wait, you mean that we fight the 12 at some point? How
Yeah,
could you
shocker.
spoil me when I've heard about it for a very long time?
I was gonna say when you've known about it since it was first announced because they were like front and center for all the everything.
Yeah, exactly. So
And
what's
feed
up?
it.
So I have a question. What's up with Nalpal?
What's up with what?
What's up with Nalpal?
Twin gods. Nald and Thal. They
Why do you choose to worship them as a single entity?
because they're Hades. They're the Hades equivalent.
Okay, fair enough, I guess.
And they are often depicted as one god just with two heads and like two sides. They judge you and basically determine if you go to hell or not.
Is Third Eye useful?
Third Eye is pretty good because it gets you free Kenki.
What does that mean?
When you when you get the ability to generate Kenki, when you get hit with Third Eye up, you will get extra Kenki. You'll get free Kenki whenever you get hit.
Is there any boss that just targets random people with tank busters?
Not the tank busters, but there are just bosses that, in general, just have raid-wide area of effects. So,
Fair enough, I guess. Hey, Alfino. We always just walk up to Alfino and then have like a 5-minute conversation while he just stares at us waiting.
you know,
My audience with the Elder Seed Seer is due to commence momentarily. I would be grateful if you would once more see to the task of recruitment here in Gridania. After you deem the will of potential candidates has run dry, let us rendezvous at the airship ticket counter as before.
well, this is going to be interesting. I actually don't remember who all joins you here.
Probably another member of the Company of Heroes that happens to be in the area because they're the only ones that want to do anything. Maybe I should ask Beaton. Hey, Beaton, I know that you're still like crying and have been for several months now. Do you want to join a war?
You want to join a war band effectively? Maybe get some revenge for your supposedly dead husband?
I love the idea that Beaton hasn't even gone to check yet. Oh God, it's gonna truly be you. By what fickle fortune must I see the first face, or must the first face I see upon my release be yours? Eh, could it be that you don't remember me? It is I, Laurentius, the man whose crimes were exposed. I was a whaler, a regular patron of Buscarons. Will you say nothing? Does my presence disgust you so, or do you simply not care care to remember our counter at all? The less said of my past, the better, I suppose. And what of you, adventurer? What business brings you to this part of Gridania? Recruiting, eh? And what is your policy on reformed convicts? As matters stand, the Wood Whalers will have not more to do with me. This may be just the second chance I was looking for. Revenant's toll, you say? I shall leave at once. You shall not regret this, I promise you. I'm a changed man.
Are you sure about that?
Who's that guy?
So do you remember?
I'm joking.
Okay.
I vaguely remember him.
Let's say he was basically how we ended up having to get into Thousand Moss.
Is he the guy that like shot his friend in the back?
Yes, I believe so.
I think I remember a cutscene with him happening, and he like shot one of the other Wood Whalers in the back to try to like set an ambush or something.
I think so. Yeah.
Grandfather, you must call it a day. Let us return to the guild and rest ere your tormented back give up on you for good. I'm terribly sorry. We were just... Oh, Lucia, isn't it? It's been some time since our paths crossed outside of Copperbell Mine. Are these just all the people associated with dungeons?
Yes.
Why, you were barely more than a novice adventurer then. But look how far you've come. Brother Miyun tells me 'twas you who felled the fearsome black wolf. And now you seek stout-hearted souls to fill the ranks of the new order? Well, your cause is undoubtedly just. My old companion here would be much relieved to see me in good hands. Yes, I'll do it. This is the very thing I've spent my entire adventuring career working towards. I shall join your company just as soon as I see Isildur safely home. Isildur.
I have no idea.
Isildur. Why can't everybody just be Nose?
Oh, what was in? You have to share that one with me, Shion. I'm curious about that one.
Urzendel. You would offer this old man a place in your company of heroes? I am both puzzled and honored by your invitation. Pray forgive me, young mistress, but I cannot accept. I have sworn to abide here for whatever scant years remain to me, and bear responsibility for the evils my lady has wrought upon this land. That was the Hawk Manor guy.
Yeah.
This is literally just all the dungeon NPCs.
Yep.
Was there a theme like that in the first set? There wasn't really. It was just random people that are around them, so...
Yeah, pretty much. I'm trying to remember, and I do not.
Like the ones that stand out are the Company of Heroes guy that said yes. The armorer teacher. The other three kind of didn't matter. One of them was just an angry pirate.
Well, two of them were angry pirates, but you know.
No, one was an angry pirate, one was a bitchy pirate.
Fair.
It's not often a guild officer such as myself gets recruited, and this company of yours certainly sounds to have some promise, but its duties appear less than focused. I must refuse your invitation until such time as your organization becomes more organized. Okay.
Alright, I'll make sure that's up, Shion. I mean, you know, I think that's a fair assessment. Just like, you know, let's make sure that like this place is actually, you know, capable and competent before we
I feel like it's as simple as signing a paper that says, hey, if the fate of the world is in danger, I'll do my best. I feel like that's literally all we're asking.
You would be surprised as to how many people would not want to do that.
Okay, but I'm asking very specifically people that would, except for that one dumb pirate. I don't know why we asked that pirate.
Because look, somebody's got to ask him. On that note, though, I'm going to go get some water, and I will be right back.
Bye. Nah, you know. We got two more. What news, Lucia? For my part, the Order of Seats here was most amenable to our requirements. A former wood whaler and a seasoned adventurer? Our company will not lack for variety, that much is certain. An interesting harvest indeed. Shall we strike into Ul'dah whilst the iron is hot? Let us meet at the Royal Promenade and endeavor to conclude our remaining business. Our journey draws to a close. This really is just the thingy from level 15. The envoy. Hey Shion, you should play Baldur's Gate with us. Chamber of Gold? Well, of course it's expensive, it's a video game. Ul'dah, the Gilded City, where one's fortune defines one's worth. I hope some manner of fortune is with us, and that this final leg proves as successful as the previous two. Might I suggest descending to the lower levels before you begin your recruitment efforts? I do not think the Sultan will take kindly to us poaching from a personal guard. Let's meet back here at the promenade when our respective tasks are complete. Good hunting, Lucia. Whee. Ow. That was 700 damage. Wait, what's that sound again? The brass section haunts me. Wilred, I know you somehow. I forget how. Wait, you're the lady who came to Little Alamigo looking for that masked devil. This isn't the guy I think it is, then, I don't think. Who knows what might have happened if you hadn't? I'd probably be dead, and a whole lot more of my friends besides. We were such fools. Anyway, that disaster got me to thinking about our homeland, and about the outsider who saved us from ourselves. I realized how easily I'd been manipulated and vowed to make myself a more worldly man, so here I am. A new company of champions, and you say it will take me to all corners of the realm? That sounds exactly like the kind of opportunity I need. And don't worry, I'm not the same stripling you met in Little Alamigo. I prepared myself to fight the evil I now know is out there.
I return.
How well?
Sounds like you got another person going for you.
Yep. I think Limsa just kind of sucks.
I mean, yes.
I say that we become evil and we tax Limsa more because they didn't give us as many people. We collect taxes, right? That's what organizations do, right?
Right. Yeah.
That's what makes you an organization. You collect taxes from the people. You'd be surprised what rumors drift down to Pearl Lake. I know this glorious new company of yours and just how far I'd go to avoid getting involved with it. Whispers on the street say your organization is funded by corrupt coin, by syndicate money. If you think you're recruiting for a just cause, then you're a bigger fool than it took you for. Okay, Landibert. I think the syndicate around here is like Mothman. Why am I asking a merchant? He's not going to want to. A company that looks to cure all ills of the realm entire. Listen, friend, I could scarce bear the complaints of the next stall over, let alone the conundrums of a neighboring nation. Yeah, why did I ask this guy?
Look, you thought it was a good idea at one point in time or another.
No, I never thought it was a good idea. I was like, this guy's a merchant. Why is he going to help us? Why?
Because.
Why is the Sapphire Avenue Exchange so bad to walk through?
Welcome to Holda. Fuck you. That's it.
Weaver's Guild. Opening new 2-liter. I think there's lightning happening again.
We had some rain earlier where I was at with some pretty good thunder.
Yeah, I ran a tiny bit at work earlier. I forgot. I did not roulette my minion. I got the same one. I just got the white mage instead of the warrior.
No.
Oh, hey, Yellow Moon. I'm sorry, you wish to recruit me? Is this some new-fashioned manner of proposing a lady? Well, I'm afraid you're wasting your time. This lady is already spoken for. Good day to you, miss. I'm pretty sure I got you in the relationship you're in, lady. Wasn't that part of the quest line?
Were you pretty sure that you what with her?
I'm pretty sure that I got her into her current relationship.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that was the Weaver questline, wasn't it? Wasn't that the lady?
That was at least part of it, I believe. Yes.
It was the he was the making clothes for the guy that doesn't have fashion sense.
Oh no, that was a set of Lalafell.
I thought it was a. Oh wait, no. Wait, then it was part of the. Was it part of the Goldsmith questline then? I remember
No,
that
no,
lady
the
was.
Goldsmith was the Lalafell. The Weaver questline was her.
Are you sure? I feel like the Weaver I was making clothes for Lalafell, and I think we like talked about it
Oh wait, yeah.
because we talked about it because it was shown on a like normal human sized mannequin, and then the Lalafell just put it on, and I was really
Oh
confused.
yep.
So I'm pretty sure she's part of the Goldsmith questline, but I forget how she plays it. It's one of the crafters around here, and I know it's not Alchemist because I haven't done the Alchemist questline.
Wow, this is a funky fucking leap of faith.
Oh, what a happy coincidence! Do you remember me, perchance? I am Orson, of the Church of Saint Adama Ladama. Thank you again for your timely rescue. Oh, you're the lady I saved from the street thugs. I must also thank you for preventing that fraudulent priest from preying on Drabo's less fortunate. A most upsetting business. Are you here? Are you here with your companion? Thancred, wasn't it? Ah, 'tis new companions you seek then. Your proposed organization sounds a powerful force for good, but my place is at the church with the children. Nevertheless, I wish you well in this undertaking. Alfred,
I mean, hey, some people just can't fight.
yeah, I really don't know why I asked, because the three people that said no are very specifically non-combatants.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I asked them. At least in Limsa, the people said no, but I was asking people that actually like could have said yes.
Or like would have been useful in some way imaginable. Whereas here, you're like, I mean, sure, you're asking like a couple people who might know their way, their way or two around on some stuff, but
I mean,
boy,
like for Limsa, I might have asked the drunk jerk pirate, and she said no, of course, because she's a jerk. But also, if she had joined, we can at least throw a drunk pirate at a problem. And if it doesn't solve the problem, it's at least value neutral.
it'll at least create a problem that we're more familiar with dealing with.
I feel like
AKA,
I feel like a drunk pirate can solve a lot of problems.
oh, it absolutely can. I was gonna say, AKA the Grand Order Blackbeard problem.
I don't want to think about Blackbeard.
Hey, I'm gonna give him some credit. At least in summer events, starting with Serverfest, he was actually pretty. He actually is pretty fucking chill.
Oh yeah, that was actually the first time I ever saw him, so I am actually colored better in the way that I view him.
Oh, like, do you want to know how fucking shocked Vix and I were? But it was like, wait, why is he actually fucking chill now?
Yeah, and then I got to where was he
Okay,
introduced in the
Anos.
main story?
Okay, Anos, and it's like,
Oh
oh,
yeah,
this
yeah.
is what he's like.
I forgot I did Summer 3 before Okeanos.
You did Summer 3 before you did any of the story, I think, except
I
for literally Fuyuki,
no,
because you had to do Fuyuki to do it.
I I did Fuyuki. I did Rome. What's after Rome? Is that
Okay,
Okeanos?
Anos.
Okay, yeah. At I was at the end of Rome or at the beginning of Okeanos when I did
Yeah,
Summer 3.
it's crazy how they've tried really hard for like future appearances that Blackbeard takes now that they're like, holy shit, we need to lean more to this, like, he's not a cringy weeb.
I mean, they had to make it so that you don't want to turn the game off when he's on the screen.
And they did a pretty fucking good job of that for
They made him
Future
still
Quest.
kind of a weirdo, but at least a tolerable weirdo.
They made him a weirdo, but then also like, wait, he's actually,
A little bit funny.
bearable. He's occasionally funny. Yeah.
How fared you, Lucia? What hidden gems and did the Streets of Ul'dah offer up to your unrelenting gaze? A single Almagan youth. Well, you've certainly given us an admirable start, even if our ranks are yet somewhat thin. In these troubled years following the calamity, talk of Eorzea's salvation must seem akin to grasping at clouds. But there are those who have risen to the challenge nonetheless, and the hopes that inspired those people, and the hope that inspired those people was born in no small part from the victories you yourself have won. Thank you, Lucy. I will not squander the precious gift you have placed into my keeping. These recruits will become the foundation of a new beginning. And yes, we are free to begin. As you've no doubt surmised, surmised the Sultana has also graced my trial company with her blessings. Our first wave of recruitment is over, the documents signed, and the finances secured. There's not to prevent me from taking the next step. You are concerned by the syndicate's involvement, as was I. Thus was the origin of every coin. Thus was the origin of every coin of their contribution carefully scrutinized and recorded. This organization will not be built on corruption. Naturally, I would prefer not to rely upon outside sources at all, but even my family's substantial coffers could not sustain a venture of this magnitude. As far as the rumors and doubt surrounding this enterprise, well, such things shall plague us until the company has a chance to prove its worth. It will not be an easy process, but we will earn people's trust one success at a time. Speaking of time, we should waste no more of it. Let us return to the Rising Stones and lay the first stone for a united Eorzea. I can hear actually like a really strong wind outside. Oh, cutscene. I'm still really weirded out by the fact that the airships have their like have their air bladder like completely off to the side for no reason. Discord broke again, didn't it? I'm pretty sure it did.
No, it's fine. I'm muted. I was saying things the entire time, I promise.
Tell me, General, what think you of Alfino's bold endeavor?
I think it is more than bold, Your Grace. His organization would pave the way for a united Eorzea. Well do I understand his impatience, since facing the common threat of the Ultima weapon, our nations have seemed farther apart, not closer together. Considering the many problems we face, should we not be glad that someone else is taking the initiative?
We have all pledged our cooperation, yet the grumbling continues behind closed doors. Ulda is not alone in her duplicity. I myself have doubts as to the good this organization will achieve. With the inclusion of the finest soldiers of the three grand companies, it promises to be a fearsome military body. But whom will it serve? Even under the watchful gaze of the Scions, it is not unthinkable that such a force could perpetrate a great wrong.
Hey, it's the thing I said.
Does it not concern you that a significant proportion of its financial backing came from the coffers of the Syndicate? That those unprincipled worms might forge this extraordinary gathering of warriors into a private army?
Hey, the exact thing I said.
I have trust in the Scions, Your Grace. They have spared us no end of trouble at the hands of the Primus. If they seek reinforcements, I
God,
think
that
it's
thunder.
wise to deny them. As for their finances, full many gave generously. And though our nobles proffered a sizable sum, their coin did not spill from the pockets of Lolorito and his cronies. And what of the
Oh, whoops.
Yes, there is that, I suppose.
I don't know what he said.
Yet I have known people to change. Whether we will or no, the events of the age hurl us this way and that, like a dust devil skipping across the sands. Cannot be done about, please, Chief.
I'll have to go back and pause and see what he said.
I have explored all avenues available to us.
I think he said something along the lines of, with our adventurer friend there, I'm sure that any signs of corruption will be quelled very quickly.
Yeah, I'm great at that. I mean, I actually am, to be fair. I was the one that was saying to flare the Syndicate.
Treason, and yet we can do
Mhm.
nothing. It is not possible. 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 It is not possi
So I know that this is like all dramatic, but all I can think of is the fact that she looks like a garlic. Doesn't she?
Not wrong.
She just looks like a big bundle of garlic. And I don't know why I thought of that right now, but I did.
I cannot say you're wrong.
I think running to hug Robon like that, she would get a concussion.
Have faith, Your Grace. It is not over.
You would think, but she appears okay.
Robon is a wall of beef.
It's true. Also voiced by the guy who sings Shadowbringers as the main theme. Even ARR.
I'm just imagining Robon in a karaoke booth now.
Do you want to know what else he sang?
Sure.
He's the lead singer for Revengeance's soundtrack.
Okay. Sure. Why not?
Or at least Rules of Nature.
See, it's always weird to think about the fact that Revengeance is like a 10-hour game.
Right?
Actually, like 8 hours? It's a really short game.
It's really short.
You know, it's not a short game.
But the one that you were playing right now?
I was gonna say Baldur's Gate 3. But
But
yes.
also, yes, Baldur's Gate 3 is definitely not a short game.
that is not a journey I soon wish to repeat. But I cannot pause to rest. The culmination of our effort is at hand. I must see to the preparations for the inaugural ceremony. Thank you for allowing me to monopolize your services, Lucia. I'm certain the Antecedent will be relieved to see you free for other duties. Like 7 towns burned down to Ifrit since we left. Heretical harassment. Greetings, Lucia.
I believe this is starting to get into Heavensward.
Yay! I can go fight a dragon.
Well, not yet, you can't.
Alfino tells me that you're gonna fight a dragon. All is in place to begin his trial company. The Science shall certainly be grateful to have the support of such an organization. The inaugural ceremony is set to take place here at the Rising Stones. Totaru is cooperating with Alfino to see that all is in readiness. So I'm afraid the recruits themselves have been left to their own devices for the time being. Quite a number of new faces have arrived in Revenant's Toll of late, and I wonder if Slothborn might not find himself overwhelmed. Would you speak with him and see if there's aught he requires? Why am I doing this? Don't you have like 17 maids to go and ask a person a question for you?
Well, this is the wrong way.
Why is the Warrior of Light doing this?
Because that's not what I meant to give that to. Because what are you best for if not being everybody's errand girl?
Fishing.
See, that's the right answer.
Here, watch this.
Oh, I think this was the...
Better? Oh, that went on me. I can't give Slothborn Warden's Peel. Or
Nope.
Warden's
Peon.
Pan. Barrage? Alright. Okay. Wait, what class was that just now? I don't remember.
Samurai.
Yeah, White Mage. I really need a better stick. Hey, what can I do for you, Lucia? I thought you'd have your hands full helping out with this new armor of the Scions. See, even he's calling it a new arm of the Scions.
I mean, he knows.
Ah, I barely noticed your recruits arrive. It was barely a trickle compared to the flood of treasure hunters we have passed through here every day. Well, I appreciate your offer of aid. Tis more your burden that concerns me. I'm told this trial company will answer directly to the antecedent, so I trust that means less work for you in the long run. Sophomore in the shipment, we couldn't... God's woman, what befell? We... we were bringing the shipment to Revenant's Toll, provisions earmarked for the frontier effort. But just as we sought to cross over into Mordona, we were set upon by brigands. I believe they may have been heretics. There were many, too many.
Heretics. Heresy.
We only escaped with our lives by abandoning supplies. Pray forgive us. There's not to forgive. Provisions can be replaced, but smart soldiers are hard to find. Take your rest, and I'll have someone along to tend those wounds. I'm a white mage. Hi. What to do? If heretics are involved, then this is likely to be more than a case of simple thievery. Ishgard will need to be informed. Whence did these supplies originate? House Four Temps. We collected provisions from Camp Dragonhead proper. Understood. I shall see that they are apprised of this development. Lucia, were you not on good terms with the Knights of House Four Temps? I'll be sending them a missive immediately, of course, but I would also have you travel there and offer your considerable talent. Yes, I realize I contradict my earlier hopes to lighten your load, but I need someone who can bring this incident to a satisfactory conclusion. Our favorable relations with Ishgard are far too important to risk half measures. Thank you for your understanding. I am sure Lord Harshfont will be glad of your assistance. I love how I'm a white mage right now, and he very specifically said, "Don't worry, we'll get someone to heal your wounds." Turns to level 50 white mage. You go into the tundra. Get as far away from here as possible. Thank you, Sluffborn. Here, this might help. Okay, have fun, guys.
I guess you technically healed them of the curse of vision.
Your wounds can't hurt you if you can't see them.
Exactly. Well, that's
Yeah,
why you
oh, right, this table thingy that really you can't parse anything on.
Nope.
Why is there a little demon thingy over... Wait, or is it this way? Oh, it is this way. Why is there a... Wait, where the hell is that?
It's a dragon.
Why is there a little dragon demon thingy over... Wait. Or is that... Where in the world is this? This isn't the map. This isn't the map.
You're right. It's not the map that you can access. You will learn what that looks like, I believe, in Heavensward.
Oh, Dravania. I don't get it. Is that a zoom in on... There's a thing... Oh, my little white mage just dancing on the map. Yeah, I don't... Okay. Hey, Harshfont, sorry I stood on your table for a while. Well, if it isn't my fine friend, LucaGameC, would you care for a plate of roast caracal? Some mulled wine? No. I see you have not come to my home merely to escape the biting cold. I was in fact on the verge of opening an urgent missive from Revenant's Toll, and I suspect the timing of your arrival is no coincidence. Yo, a Glomquoth? What? I why? Wait, why? Why are the wings so mismatched?
I don't know. Because they can be, I guess.
There's a big lion on this one. Why? Okay, why after looking through the three of these does this one look the best? Why does the owl mask look the best out of the three of these items?
Because you've seen the other ones.
This is a pugilist rogue monk ninja samurai. What? Okay.
Don't worry too much about it.
I'm haunted.
The incident with the New Frontier hand? No, you need not elaborate. I have been following their progress with no small amount of interest. Brave men, women, all. They do our nation a great service. Existence of a fortified outpost in Moldova will do much to dissuade the Empire from trespassing on unfriendly soil. Right glad am I that you have chosen to lend your support to this endeavor. Never let it be said that House Forton does not acknowledge the effort.
Forton?
Yep. I didn't even realize that was right until very fucking recently.
Dude, I need you. I need you to say the word Fortemps and then make it a law to kill anybody that says Forton.
Look, it's French.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So heretics are the people that like the dragons, right?
Yes. Or at the very
Or-
least working alongside the dragons.
Or theoretically like the dragons, because most heretics are being falsely accused anyways. But like a real heretic is somebody who likes the dragons.
Yeah.
I remember that was a big problem with people getting called heretics around here.
You know.
You would know the truth of it. These incorrigible villains grow more organized with each passing day. This new unity of purpose we attribute to their leader, the Lady Iceheart. But though I have devoted significant resources to the task of identifying this one, we have yet to learn so much as her birthday. What we do know is that the heretics speak of Iceheart in reverent terms, and would gladly embrace death rather than betray her. Such loyalty is rare indeed, and I fear to imagine what so committed a collective might achieve. The brigands have not yet been so brazen as to risk direct confrontation here in Dragon. Some few of their number have, however, been sighted not far to the west of you, and with ever-increasing regularity. A visit to White Brim Front may bring you the answers you seek. Will you brave the snows?
That's not a great thing to hear.
Foes may lie in wait.
Dude, I've been to White Brim Front so many times in the past couple weeks for doing hunting log stuff. I don't care what else is there.
Halone's blessings be upon
Promise it's relevant.
Halone?
no pride in the admission.
Yep.
Of mine own country.
Sir, I don't care what you're saying. I'm
Wow.
done talking to you, sir.
Wow.
Should you learn aught
It's not his fault he's French.
Shut up. Stop talking to me. I don't care what your last 3 sentences were. I'm gonna go to the west. I just can't, like, the way he said it, it really sounded like he was saying baloney.
Well, welcome to the European-based voice acting now. We're in it full swing.
He sounded like a Hogwarts professor.
Wouldn't be too surprised.
Oh, hey, look, it's that thing I tried to kill once and nobody helped me.
Unfortunate.
I'm still sad about that. Nobody wants to fight the Fates. Except for the, like, random things that are like, hey, kill 20 cactuars. Then suddenly, like, 50 people are doing them. No, not this place again.
Welcome back.
I went up this stairs so many times. I just got flashbacks. Oh, it's the second floor, too. Hey, Drillmon, how you doing, buddy? Lucy, is there aught you would ask of me? Pray speak plainly. I'm a man of action and need no honeyed words. On the trail of a band of thieving heretics, you say? By the fury, you but you do seem destined to cross paths with those villains. Don't I know it, buddy? I must confess, then, 'tis a sad truth that the wilds hereabouts have indeed grown thick with their number. They strike swiftly without warning and are canny enough to evade our most able trackers. 'Tis not merely their newfound organization that confounds us. The heretics themselves seem somehow changed. I know not what manner of influence this Iceheart wields, but but the men we face seem utterly lost in the grip of their righteous fervor. 'Tis an unsettling and unnatural zeal. Mayhap you would care to question one of the recent victims? As fate would have it, your arrival came moments after a trader was waylaid on the road. A patrol found the unfortunate fellow lying senseless in the snow and was carried him to our infirmary. Assuming he has regained the use of his faculties, the merchant might recall some small detail that could aid you in your task. Okay. Sorry, I stepped on your turkey. What? Hello? Okay, it's not you.
Upstairs, I believe. There's a second floor to this place, yeah.
They're not here.
Look on the left.
Oh, this place is a maze. Hello? Oh, there you are. Tell you what happened? Well, yes, of course. I am quite recovered enough for that. Anything to help catch those cowardly Blackhearts. I was traveling my usual route to White Rim Front when a sudden blow sent me reeling. Next thing I knew, I was on the ground. Several heretics were rifling through my cargo. Arms, armor, crystals, they were taking everything. 'Twas then that one of them noticed my bleary gaze, stalked over to better equip my head with his mace. Before darkness claimed me, I however, simply heard the words, "Return to Snowcloak." I dare say they were hauling my goods, but you will not catch me rushing off in pursuit. They told me it was a miracle I survived. I am not, and I'll not trust my thick skull to save me a second time.
Be smart.
Search Snowcloak. Oh, they have pet behemoths. A behemoth's basically a dragon.
Kind of, yeah. It's about as strong as one.
A behemoth's like a...
Actually, it's probably stronger than one, thinking about it.
So, like, you know how, like in Monster Hunter, like, a fanged wyvern is still a wyvern, even though it looks like an animal?
Yeah.
This is like that. That's all I can say. A behemoth is to a dragon as a Zinogre is to a Fatalis.
Yeah.
Or I guess as a Zinogre is to a Rathalos, probably.
Rathalos is probably more accurate.
Oh no, a heretic. Oh,
Whatever
no,
will you do?
A heretic.
Ah. You have been slowed.
Oh no. I wanted to move
Whatever.
so much.
What will you do?
I will pray for the heretics. I played a lot of Triple Triad with a guy around here once. Hey Lancifer, do you have Triple Triad cards still? Or did
Oh,
they all
fuck you.
or
Not.
did they all freeze? When a man loves a woman. Yeah, good luck with that. That's a very big crocodile.
Indeed.
My level's too high. The crocodile's scared of me.
Indeed.
It's a big crocodile.
Well, I'm glad I got this in trial roulette. It's gonna be a good reminder for when we eventually get to this one.
I forgot that I kind of don't really do much besides cast arrow, cast stone, cast holy.
Indeed.
Like, if there's nobody else here, I don't really need regen or anything. Try your weapons, foul. Wait, I recognize you, adventurer. You come seeking heretics. But we share a common purpose. We were on patrol when we chanced across one of the raiding parties and pursued them here. By rights, we should have them cornered in this ravine, yet they are gone, vanished like icy wraiths.
How curious.
As you know, this is an RPG, so we had to wait until you got here to do anything.
Exactly.
Well, she left footprints. She left footprints. I love how my character was literally like, oh no, my cute girl senses went off. Somebody was up there. You glimpsed a woman atop the cliff. Could it be Iceheart herself come to sneer at our folly? And where did she disappear? The heretics must have discovered a passage through the frozen wall. Some hidden tunnel that escaped our notice. We have not the men to risk further investigation. It would be best for you to return to White Brim Front and lay our suspicions before Lord Julmot. Okay.
Don't worry, you'll get to deal with her soon enough.
I definitely won't be suspicious by the fact that there's a dungeon here.
What? No. No, there's nothing here. Don't worry about it. Oh, fuck.
You mean the dungeon?
Why am I glad Rampart lasts for 20 seconds?
Why are there so many dungeons here? There's the Emerald, there's the Zamel Darkhold. There's Ormvale down here, and then up here is the whatever's. Is the dungeon called Snowcloak?
Yes.
Okay. Because I know this area is called Snowcloak. Is Snowcloak a fun dungeon?
It's not really super interesting, but I like it. It's my favorite ARR dungeon.
Does interesting mean having to run away when a thing is purple and get close to something when a thing is blue?
No, thankfully you don't have to do that.
Okay,
There's
then,
no
then
permit
I
right
love
here.
it. I don't want it to be interesting. Thank you. I still can't get over how absolutely broken that was. There were several times that it told us the color literally a second before the effect went off.
Yep, I remember.
Lucy, it appears I owe my thanks, or It appears I owe you my thanks once again. My surviving knights spared no detail in their report. Many found near Snowcloak were some of my finest. That they should be bested so handily, I fear I have woefully underestimated the threat of these heretics pose. While I understand you might balk at this notion, I must ask that you put aside your mission and consider the stolen provisions lost to us for now. It would be ill-advised to blunder unprepared into what may very well be the lair of our enemy. Pray return to Dragonhead and inform Lord Harchfont of your discoveries. He will wish to plan contingencies of his own. As for Iceheart and her fanatics, the freezing heights of Snowcloak will not shield them from our justice for long. Dum, 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 dum.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure there's nothing to worry about with this.
I really want this turkey. It's a really tasty looking turkey.
Get the fuck out of it. Get the fuck out of this, you stupid idiots.
What are they doing to you now?
No, they're just dumb.
What happened?
So there's a mechanic in this fight where tanks need to stand in things. And if the non-tank stands in it, they basically die.
What happens if an off-tank stands in it?
Well, they're still a tank, so they don't die.
I mean like a dragoon.
They die.
I think you're unfair. What happens if a blue mage stands in it?
I don't fucking know. I don't fucking touch Blue Mage. That's a lie. It's at 22 now.
He's so tall.
He's so tall. I love him.
She's very pretty.
Yes, he is.
I said Iceheart is.
Yes, she is.
Of all the highlands, that towering wall has borne the worst of the region's brutal shifting climate. So inhospitable has Snowcloak become that we have still to survey the area in its entirety. Could its frozen heights conceal the heretics' hiding? It may have a more robust reconnaissance effort this morning. Putting such considerations aside, we still know far too little of this Iceheart. That she is capable of commanding such a band of fanatics bespeaks natural authority. No small measure of charisma. As much as I would like to fathom this mystery, the situation
She does have very high charisma.
personal purview. I am bound by duty to inform the Temple Knights and request that they bring this matter to its conclusion.
Why not just ask...
Reports that your commander has garnered thus far.
I almost said Asterion. That's not the right name.
That's definitely not the right name.
What's the guy's name? Ask Astinian to do it. He's good at stabbing things.
Well, if you remember, in the Dragoon storyline, he's actually kind of wanted right now
Yeah, that's fine.
for just having ran out with the Eye of Nidhogg.
Well, that's fine. I have it now.
No, you don't. He still has it.
Oh, I know. I have the other thing.
You were blessed by the Eye of Nidhogg to be the Azure Dragoon, but he still has the eye.
I mean, I feel like if they... I feel like if he killed... I feel like if he killed Iceheart, they might be willing to turn... They might be able to look the other way.
I'll be real. If he probably just helps them look for Iceheart, they'd probably be like, "Yeah, okay, you're good now."
I mean, maybe if he just gave the eye back, he'd be like, okay, yeah, okay, don't do
Or
it
the
again,
other
you
thing.
weirdo.
Though Iceheart's true identity yet eludes us, you have provided us with a point from which to begin. Sometimes it takes but a single stone to prompt a battle. On the matter of the stolen provisions, I have already made arrangements for a second shipment to be sent to Revenant's Tomb. I could not well allow such an honorable venture to be undermined by one miserable settlement.
Yay. Slothborn, your new order of cereals here. Lucia, 'tis good to see you return to the toll. How fared you in the frozen wastes of Corthus? How's four attempts to send us a second shipment? I must send thanks to Lord Harshaphant for his continued generosity. Yet even as our town grows in prosperity, I feel it will attract even greater numbers of those who would do us harm in the name of greed or power. All of us, Alfino's new recruits included, must remain vigilant against such threats. Yeah, I'll just take it.
Take whichever one you think looks the stupidest.
I took the one that looks the least stupid, because I have self-respect.
Fair enough.
They just... Okay, that one looks kind of cool. Okay, I need that one. Wait a second.
I believe, if this isn't the last quest, you're about to get to the last quest of 2.3. Which will be when we officially start getting into Heaven's Word.
I have a problem. I want you to look at my ears.
Yeah.
See my ears? Just lock those ears into your mind. When I put on this hat...
Yeah.
I think my ears are broken. They've been shifted like 2 whole inches down the sides of my head.
Yeah. Yeah, I think your ears are broken too now that you say that.
Wonderful. I'll take 3. While you were away in Corthus, preparations for the inaugural ceremony were all but completed, although Tataru does yet seem somewhat flustered. I've taken enough of your time. Why don't you head into the Rising Stones and see if your frantic receptionist could do with a hand? I kept wanting to say frenetic. Is frenetic a word?
I don't think so.
Because there's frantic and then, what other word am I saying that's kind of mixed with that? Frenetic.
No. But I don't think frenetic is a word. I wouldn't be surprised if it was, but I don't think it is.
I'm not thinking of ecstatic. I'm thinking of something else. Frantic and it's like another word like frantic, but it's an attic thing. These parchments need to be sorted, and these documents, why are they even here? Oh, I'm sorely tempted to file this lot in my waste paper basket. Ah, Lucy, you startled me. You wish to lend a hand? Splendid! Would you be dear and hand these uniforms to the new recruits? They're scattered around Revenant's Toll, and I haven't the time to track them all down. The recruits noted on their garb immediately and assemble here on the Rising Stones. You'll want to report directly back to Alfino if you don't want to miss the ceremony. I wonder if the Scions will ever have matching uniforms. A well-funded organization is a well-dressed organization, I suppose. I think Tataru needs to go to bed.
I agree. Tataru does need some sleep.
Tataru, I need you to drink, 3 cups of coffee and then pass out on the couch.
Wait, why coffee? Wouldn't that just wake her up?
No, you dummy.
What?
Wait, what? Present the uniforms to the recruit. I don't... What? Okay, let me talk to... Why are there so many of these symbols everywhere?
Because they're who you have to get the uniforms to.
This scarlet... Yeah, but several of them weren't letting me. This scarlet garb marks me as a proud member of the Maelstrom and a hardy defender of Limsa Lominsa. Yet truth, I stand for the betterment of the realm, and I thought this new company a fine opportunity to contribute on a grander scale. Have a uniform. Oh, now that's a striking shade of blue. Put alongside my Maelstrom uniform, my wardrobe will certainly not lack for color. See, like, who's... What? I'm so confused.
Ironically, just fly everywhere.
Little
You'll find them
Amigo...
eventually.
Little Amigo could learn much from Revenant's Toll. That this town could be so alive in the midst of such desolation. I've never worn quite so voluminous. Well, I'm sure I'll grow accustomed to the extra cloth in time. LucaGameC, gods! I didn't expect to see you strolling about town. The tales of your primal battles were what inspired me to come to Revenant's Toll. 'Tis an honor to receive this uniform from your hands. I shall wear it with pride. Oh, there, lass, you looking for me, was you? I'd suggest giving a whistle, but I'm not sure as I'd hear it amongst all the bustle. Oh, proper uniforms and all. This thing will cut off the blood to my head. Not to worry, not to worry though. I'm sure she'll be fine after making a few adjustments. Oh, is it because it doesn't have a V-neck down to the bottom of his chest?
Yes.
Isidar has at last retired from the adventurer's life, though I shall miss his wisdom and irrepressible spirit. I am excited to forge my own path forward. Ah, yes, the uniform. Thank you. Truth be told, the thought of pledging myself to such a lofty organization is somewhat intimidating. That's fair.
Yeah.
Those who believe this company will see no riches are short-sighted fools. The giving of oneself is an investment in the future. Thus did I sign my name to the cause.
Well, we appreciate your enthusiasm, Yu Hase. Yu Hakusho.
These uniforms were a splendid idea. Once our organization has made a name for itself, there shall be wealth aplenty in selling replica costumes to the adoring masses.
Well, I mean, he's got his head in the right place? Question mark.
So I've never seen Yu Yu Hakusho.
I have not either. I just felt like saying that because it was a funny joke.
Yeah, I know.
What was the name?
Was Yu Yu Hakusho the show that did... There was like a specific thing that I think it was Yu Yu Hakusho where like one of the bad guys had like the power to like slowly reverse you back through time so you were a baby and then he could just kill you as a baby because you weren't strong anymore.
Maybe.
I feel like it might have been, and I feel like there was like a thing where he did it to one of the characters, but the character was like a multiple 1,000-year-old demon. And actually by using his power just made him stronger and got his fucking shit rocked.
No, I wouldn't be surprised because that's a good way to do that.
I feel like that might have been Yu Yu Hakusho, but I've never actually seen it to know.
God damn it.
I thought it best to mimic my fellows here, but I have to admit I have no idea what we're supposed to be doing. Ah, our new uniforms. I'm reminded of my induction to the Wood Whalers. I'll be real, this is probably exactly what Laurentius should be doing.
I agree.
Just keep a lookout over the wall for something.
Or whatever trouble may arise, whatever trouble that is.
Oh, there you are. I don't believe we've met. I'm Ilbert. I have the honor of leading my fellow recruits as a captain. Much did I lose to the calamity, and I look forward to aiding others in rebuilding their lives.
No, don't worry, everything's fine.
These uniforms...
People are just stupid.
The uniforms are a shrewd decision. There's no easier method of creating a common bond among what is essentially a band of strangers. Alfino, I did your homework.
I did literally all of your homework. You owe me so big for this.
Hugabert, Blowzong, Ellis, Say.
What? Oh my god.
I'm just reading random NPC names because it's usually funny when you
I
do.
figured you were. I was just like, I don't remember that one.
What? I feel like there's something to be said about the fact that there is a very important, or a relatively important character to the story called Alice, and then there's Say who works in the same building.
Oh my god, no. No. I did not just see you casting. Okay, think fuck.
Casting what?
Never mind. Not you. You're fine.
Holy. Hey, Alfia.
Alphino could do with a little blinding.
Yes, Lucia? Ah, Totoro mentioned that you were handing out the new uniforms. I assume you've now met the rest of the recruits? Some few answered the call to arms I put forth through the established grand companies and such. We're not yet an army, but there is much a small core of elite warriors can achieve. Did I mention I thought of a name for the company? 'Tis my hope that it shall soon be known across the breadth of Eorzea. The moment of truth draws near, Lucia. Once the last recruits have gathered, I shall make the official announcement.
Comrades, your presence here this day signifies the momentous choice that each of you has made.
He's Sam Riegel, isn't he?
Yes.
I can't believe I forget about that until I hear him speaking again, because it's like really like, oh hey, I know that voice.
Yeah, he has a very distinct voice. And when like he's speaking as Alphino.
You stand as the vanguard for a united Eorzea.
I mean, he definitely has just, a distinct voice in general. But like
I declare you
the voice he uses for Alphino is very like, oh, that is Sam Riegel.
and face our enemies as one.
The Crystal Braves. I've heard Scanlan say enough things.
Whether it be the
Oh god, that is his Scanlan voice, isn't it?
or the conflict in Cartano,
Basically.
it is plain that the nations of Eorzea cannot solve the problems which plague the realm. Thus does it fall to some few heroic souls.
Like it's not 1-1, but it's close.
It sounds like if Scanlan was more young and innocent.
Come, take your place at the Scion's
The
side.
Scanlan before
Of Eorzea.
the
Together, we shall
the campaign happened, I guess? Question mark?
Sure.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Hey, we have our own salute now already, somehow.
Indeed. And it just looks like you're flipping people off.
It looks like an anime where somebody's being flipped off, but 4Kids didn't edit for it.
A rousing speech, Alphino.
Not wrong.
Should I say, Crystal Brave Commander Leveilleur?
Never.
please antecedent. The title is
Hey, he said the word antecedent.
I shall not be leading the
I'm still gonna say antecedent, because I'm pretty sure that's how you're supposed to say it.
I think that's how you're supposed to say it too, but fuck if I know.
I think they're both right. I hate how some words have multiple correct ways to say them.
English is dumb.
same purpose. Let us join hands.
English is dumb because it
Must be done.
takes parts from 13 other languages.
Yep.
The Scions stand ready.
Dragoon, you have true fucking north. Hit true north. Sorry, I'm interrupting. I'm interrupting. Say.
That's a boring button. Why hit true north when you could just go to the right position? Hello, Amphilia.
I'm eager to see what the Crystal Brave might accomplish.
I mean, should you celebrate that? She's probably possessed by an Ascian then.
Shaka, it's fine.
I don't-
She's fine.
I don't know, saying that, like, by some dramatic twist of fate, this exact person that is very important to me happens to be alive after a fucking isle got deleted from existence. Is like, well, that sounds like she might be alive because she's taken over by an Ascian, because we know that they do that.
Yeah, but also, Nahabra is just kind of insane.
I mean, they kind of all are.
Yeah, Nahabra more so than the others.
I forgot that Mother Crystal was a thing, I'll be honest, Minfilia.
You know,
Then she speaks to neither one of us. Idle in silence portends not but ill. Please, Father, I pray you yet watch over us.
Minfilia, you're doing the thing again. You're talking to the broken stick.
she's good at that.
I get it. Brave new companions, because the Crystal Braves.
Yep. And I believe...
Hey, it's Gorthus. Oh, he's not voiced. Very good. See that the provisions are prepared for transport. Let us hope that the shipment is spared the fate of the last. The winds are uncommon fierce this day. That's what happens when dragons are doing stuff.
You know.
Winds are fierce when a lot of dragons are flying all at the same time.
Oh. Hey, look, we're in Dark Souls now.
Dancer of the Boreal Valley is gonna land in a second. Oh no, it's what's his face? What's his name?
It's the Pope.
Well, kind
I
of.
don't know.
It's not the Deacons of the Deep. I'm thinking of the what's the guy? The guy who does the thing. He has the dark sword and the fire sword.
You're asking the wrong person. Look at that. I wonder who that is.
I can't remember his title. If I heard his title, I would remember his name.
Oh, I was talking about the other one, not the one, the White Cloak, not Elidibus.
Who? I don't know.
The guy in the White Cloak. Anyway,
Um.
there was an Ascian in black behind him.
Oh yeah, I saw. I'm thinking of Dark Souls. Dark Souls 3 bosses. I can never remember his title, but to remember his name, I need to remember his title. As King, so what the? Why didn't it? Pontiff Sullivan. Pontiff is the thing, because you're a pontiff if you. That's like a title, and then. But the thing is that Sullivan isn't like memorable enough on its own, so I need to remember Pontiff to remember Sullivan.
Yeah, I get you.
Knocked gauntlets.
All right.
Kind of cool.
I will say, this is officially into 2.4 territory. We're officially starting to get into Heavensward.
I'll be real, all of these kind of look pretty good.
Pretty neat, yeah. You will also notice they are all 110, I believe.
I don't know what that means.
All item level 110.
Okay, woman Philia, we'll do that next time. I am getting sleepy. It's almost 8 p.m. I need to go to bed.
Such a far cry from what you were like even just a couple weeks ago.
I am old now. I eat oatmeal.
Let's say you're old in the sense that you now have a regular work schedule.
I eat oatmeal and play cribbage.
When you start playing cribbage, I'm going to find you a new hobby.
I know how to play cribbage.
Oh God.
I mean, my family loves to play cribbage. That's like a thing that they do. It was mostly with my grandpa before he died, but like I'm pretty sure. So if you asked me how cribbage is played, I wouldn't remember because I've only played it a couple times. But I definitely somewhere in my brain know how to play cribbage. If I started playing, I would remember very quickly.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
Here, I'll make it up to you. Okay, are you feeling cooled off now?
Fucking hate you sometimes.
Okay.
You're a dork.
Okay, that's it. Oh no, I pressed the thing and it makes me walk. Why? Okay, so yeah. That's gonna be it. I'm very sleepy and tired and my throat's kinda sore. So, yeah. That was fun. We're in 2.4 now. Is that the last one before Heaven's Word, or was there another one?
2.5 is the last one before Heaven's Word.
Oh, okay.
2.4 is us starting to get into the actual main plot of Heaven's Word a bit, and then 2.5 is getting a little further into that, and then as the lead up into it, and then Heaven's Word is Heaven's Word.
And then 2.6 was abandoned.
I mean, technically 2.6 is 2.55.
I don't like that.
Deal with it.
Well, anyways, yeah, that was fun. I haven't streamed in a while, so, but you know, I will try to be getting back into it because I really do want to play this game more.
Yeah, and I am down. I mean, you know, I'm down to do this whenever.
No, but you play Pathfinder once in a blue moon.
Okay, I play Pathfinder on Sundays. Mm-hmm.
Yes, we did do leveling. My my ninja is level 39 now.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you the next time I stream. Bye bye.
Bye.